Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to some more K-pop news. The K-pop news that I have is on how last night the same Twitter user who made a post saying that Twice Taeyeon was going to be heading to America for some sort of event is now saying that Twice Jihyo is also going to be heading to Paris for some sort of event. For me, when I heard this post and when I read the post that they made last night, I had one question in mind. Where could Twice be heading inside of Paris? And also, what could Twice be doing inside of Paris as well? Because for me, when I did a lot of research about this last night, the only thing that came up is that there was going to be another fashion show week show inside of Paris. So it's twice a year going to be heading to a Fashion Week show as well. But let me know your thoughts are on this K-pop news. Do you think that first off, do you think that twice a year is going to be heading to Paris? And if it does turn out to be true that twice a year is heading to Paris, what do you think that twice a year is going to be doing inside of Paris if she does go there? The next K-pop news that I have is on how it seems that Minji of New Jeans apologized for not knowing on what Kalguksu was, because this is all what she says. I'm truly sorry to bunnies who were surprised and hurt by my not so good attitude I showed during the live broadcast, where I naturally and comfortably communicate with bunnies. And this is the part where she got criticized for not knowing on what Kalguksu was. I unintentionally muttered to myself, what is Kalguksu? While thinking about the types and tastes of Kalguksu, I didn't realize that a misunderstanding could arise from my muttering, and I wanted to explain clearly, but I thought it might be like spilled water, and I believed that it would calm down over time. However, over time, more comments were made against my judgment, and even my relationship with the members of New Jeans was mentioned, causing strange misunderstandings. I feel like I've been tormented annoyingly over the past year. I made an explanation out of frustration, but I'm also reflecting a lot on disappointing everyone with my immature attitude. Through this incident during my vacation, I thought a lot. I talked with people around me and reconsidered the responsibility of my words. I learned a lot. I'll be more careful and pay more attention to avoid repeating the same mistake. Now look, here's my thoughts about this. For me, I don't think that Minji of New Jeans had to apologize for not even knowing what Hariksu was. The reason or why I say that is because for me, even though I live in a Korean family, for me, I still know a lot of people who do not even know what Karisu was. But let me know your thoughts are on this news. Do you think that Minji of New Jeans had to apologize for not knowing what Karisu was or not? The next K-pop news that I have is on how it seems that the idols' very risque photos of their concept photos has now been accused of copying someone. And what I mean by risque is that when the idol uploaded these concept photos yesterday, for me, I was so shocked at what type of concept that the idol was going for. And here's all what I mean. Here's some photos about the idol's concept photos that they had uploaded. And here's a group shot of all of them in these types of concept photos. For me, I believe that this concept photos that G Idol is going for their new album to me is too risque and too revealing. But let me know, do you think that G Idol's new outfits for their concept is too revealing or not? Also, on top of that, it seems that the idol's concept photos that they released, which is this, has now been accused of copying this photo right here. Now look, here's my thoughts about this. Even though this photo right here might look very similar to this photo right here, I can guarantee you that there's so many other people and groups and singers, not just in K-pop, but all around the world that is using this photo as an inspiration as well. But let me know your thoughts are on this K-pop news. Do you think that the idol's concept is first off too risque and too sexy, And do you think that the idol is copying them or not? The next K-pop news that I have is on how it seems that when Korean netizens saw NMIXX's showcase for their new album and when Korean netizens saw what type of outfits that NMIXX was wearing, Korean netizens have now decided to criticize NMIXX's stylist once again, saying that they gave NMIXX bad outfits, saying right here. The post stressed that these outfits that NMIXX wore at their showcase only highlight their shortcomings, and this is the outfit that they wore. Now look, here's my thoughts about this. First off, why is Soyun the only member of NMIXX not wearing all red compared to the other members of NMIXX who are all wearing red? I really do hope that next time that the stylist gives NMIXX their outfits, I really do hope that Soyun does get better styling. Because whatever happened with Soyun's styling here is so bad and disappointing to me. But let me know, do you think that NMIXX's stylist deserves to be criticized for giving NMIXX these types of outfits or not? Also, some comments by Korean netizens says this. Please make Soyun dress pretty, and I think the stylist's problem is that she always thinks about what to dress the members with, but doesn't think about how to cover their body shortcomings and make them look pretty. But let me know your thoughts are on this K-pop news. The next K-pop news that I have is on how it seems that the ticket scammer who has scammed a lot of people from tickets to go see IU and BLACKPINK has now been sentenced to 6 years in prison because it says right here. According to News One, judge named Lee Jong-min of the Seoul Central Court District has now sentenced Mr. Kim, who was charged with fraud, to 6 years in prison. Also goes on to say that Mr. Kim engaged in fraudulent activities more than 130 times. He posted advertisements claiming to sell concert tickets for various favorite singers, including Lim Young-won, BLACKPINK, and IU, and fraudulently obtained over hundreds of millions of won in Korean. For me, I feel so bad, first off, to whoever got scammed by him, and I'm just so glad to hear that this guy named Mr. Kim, who was doing this for a long time, has finally been caught and has finally been sentenced to prison for 6 years. And I really do hope that this guy named Mr. Kim, after he comes out after 6 years, I really do hope that he does learn his lesson for what he did and that he never does it ever again. But let me know your thoughts are on this K-pop news. The next K-pop news that I have is on how it seems that Sia from the third generation K-pop girl group named Leisha has just decided to leave the company and the group. However, the way that the company announced her leaving is so crazy and absurd because it says right here. The announcement was made through a photograph featuring the 4 remaining members. Alicia was Sia's profile noticeably darkened. And if you take a look right here, you can see that they honestly did that to Sia. For me, here's my thoughts about this. For me, I honestly do believe that Sia might be leaving this group, and for me, I'm so sad to hear this news. Because for me, I feel like if Sia leaves this group, then I feel like this group won't be doing as well as they are doing right now. But let me know your thoughts are on this news. Are you sad to hear that Sia is leaving this group or not? The final K-pop news that I have is on how it seems that BTS's RM and V have now been honored as elite trainees after completing basic training because it says right here. On their 16 videos about RM and V receiving commendations as most elite trainees at the training completion ceremony were shared on SNS. In the video, RM and V stood side by side in a very formal way to receive the elite training commendations, and this is the video about that. Also, it seems that RM and V have already completed their training. Meanwhile, Jimin and Jungkook of BTS, this training will end on the 17th. For me, I'm so glad to hear that RM and V had not been honored elite training commendations, and for me, I'm just so glad to hear that both of them are doing well in the military right now. But let me know your thoughts are on this K-pop news. But anyway, that's it for today. Please make sure to let me know your thoughts are on all of this K-pop news that has come out this morning, and I will see you all next time. Have a good rest of the day. Bye.